r/AskReddit, what is the saddest thing you've heard of / witnessed a fellow Redditor do to themselves? So she got Jolene'd. Thread. I've seen this multiple times on Reddit. The song Girl Crush. There was the Redditor who said he was going to try heroin. He got addicted, of course. I think he's sober now, but a rotten journey nonetheless. Yeah, I read that thread a couple of years ago. I was terrified following that whole story honestly. Remember that guy that left his wife after posting to a relationship advice subreddit and she killed the kids? That situation was heartbreaking. I did not hear about that. Holy shit, that's awful. That poor guy. There is this sub about marriage infidelity. Some guy says he found his wife was cheating so he left the house. After a few weeks, he comes to his senses, and he thinks he should check on her and maybe have a conversation. He went home, entered the house with his keys. He saw her walking bottomless, and found the other man, her lover, in the house. I still have that image in my head. I wonder if she filed a complaint for her missing husband. Someone got a cylinder stuck in a mini M2. Sigh, I wish I hadn't, but over on the OSRS subreddit there was, long story short, a guy going for a rare pet drop and posting about progress daily alongside a penguin fact. He was doing something penguin related. Anyway, another guy said if the penguin guy got the pet he would pour hot coffee in his ass. Pet was got and he posted a video of the coffeeing. For people wondering, the subreddit is called r/2007scape. Please find the link, I can't seem to find it. When Kendrick Lamar dropped his album Damn, people were speculating on it being part of a 2-album release, and one kid said he was so confident he would drink a vinyl milkshake if it didn't come out. Well, in the end there was only 1 album and he was true to his word. I threw up instantly watching him take the first sips of a vinyl milkshake, not gonna lie. What is a vinyl milkshake? The whole Damn/Nation Theory weekend was one of my favorite moments in a decade plus of Reddit. Thanks for not lying. Probably r/here lies. It's no longer accessible, but it was the suicide note subreddit of you/Redditaraxia who presumably offed themselves shortly after creating it. That's so sad. I wonder what drove him to take his life. This breaks my heart. Stay in an abusive relationship even when their health is at stake. I know it's hard. But it's sad to see. Hopefully they were able to remove the cylinder without damaging it or detaching it from the larger object. This has happened to multiple friends of mine, except I don't think any of them ever escaped. I had to stop reaching out, but I hope they're okay. Get addicted to heroin. They thought they could try it, and post about it without getting addicted, but it ruined their life. Link. 14 years? Fuck, I'm old. It's always sad to see people defending their shitty partners on r/relationships. Sadder when the shitty partner clearly groomed them when they were younger. I love the ones that are like, my husband/boyfriend is a wonderful man and a great father, he's perfect in every way except this one issue. And then proceeds to describe some completely batshit behavior. I still remember the guy who ate a shit ton of poisonous fruit to try and off himself. Luckily I think he was admitted to the hospital, but I still remember reading the original post and the update after he ate the fruit. There was someone who went on vacation and when they came back they were convinced one of the closets in their apartment turned into a bathroom. Turned out they had a brain tumor and they haven't been active on Reddit in over a year. Oh my god, I hope they're okay. I still think about this dude who broke up with his girl of like a decade because she told her friends he was really good in bed. Edit, they were not engaged for a decade. I can't help but wonder if that situation was more a final straw deal. Sometimes a petty breakup is more the "that's it, I'm done" was petty while there were other issues. WTF. You/Influx Skywalker looked just like old Luke Skywalker from Star Wars Episode 7 to 9, so he would go in costume to fundraiser events and pose for photos with children. He'd post about the events afterwards on Reddit. Seemed like a really great guy. Then he was arrested after child porn was found on his phone. Then he committed suicide before his court date. I am still torn between hating the guy and feeling absolutely sorry for him. I remember seeing him a lot when I used to use Imager. Really depressing to find out now he was a horrible person. The guy who kept a cum box. Under the sink no less. Or are you referring to the guy with the shoe box that took pictures of it? The guy who documented his spiraling addiction to Benadryl. Oh dear God. I took a bunch once at a very low time. Never again. Could not imagine the hell of doing it daily. You/Spontaneous H, Link decided to try heroin and started to delve deeper and deeper into addiction. Thankfully, last I heard he's clean, but it's crazy regardless. That's insane, but it's nice to know he's okay now. Link. This woman posted about her BF taking an unknown substance. The BF had a seizure, became violent afterward. Tried to pull out his teeth or something before they took him to the hospital. From the ER they transferred the boyfriend to the psych ward. The BF rips out his eyes. The woman had to skip her final and drop out. Whole thing was a mess. She posted no update. I scoured the internet to see if she posted elsewhere. I hope her and her boyfriend are doing okay. Whatever happened to old-fashioned weed and heroin? Poor Colby, Link. Just love how he never admitted it. That was absolutely insane. Don't read this shit up, trust me, just don't. TW, literal dog fuckery. Read a comment earlier where someone said that they attempted suicide by jumping from a high building, only to just survive and now live their life in a wheelchair still depressed. I think the guy that wanted to try heroin once and ended up an addict and fucked his life. You probably HV heard ABTU/worthless 319. Long story short, he killed himself. BC God told him to. Ob had mental disorders, also cut his dick off and ate it. If you wanna learn more, hop on YT. Lot of vids ABT him. If the first part doesn't screen not quite right in the head, eating his own cock definitely does. Good red, thanks. A guy pierced his dick together so he can pass NNN. A 20-yo girl entered a relationship with a 32-yo male. He is unemployed and has a kid. And on Reddit dozens of people will tell you that she's a consenting adult and you're infantilizing her by insinuating the age gap could be a problem. I can't risk power tools damaging the interior cylinder. One got harassed on Reddit and almost ended his life over it. Yeah, I'm sure this has happened lots, to completion. Wow, I have no words, just, damn. I hope that guy is doing better now. There was a guy that broke both his arms. And the mods verified the story with his doctor and did that AMA. Wild. There was a woman on illness fakers that picked at her legs, constantly causing infections. She ultimately wanted to be an amputee. Eventually got her wish after causing herself severe injuries. She unfortunately died not long after through sepsis by further injury to herself. Wait, I thought she's still alive but just not active on social media? People subscribe to r/Panthers all the time. I had to check and see if it was legit Panthers or the Carolina Panthers. That's a lot of disappointed football fans in there. I've seen a handful of users stand up for something they believe in, and get eaten alive by their own communities, just for voicing their own opinion on something. Usually it's political, but I've seen someone go from 100 to 0 just for asking a question or showing compassion for opposing takes. I think that getting cannibalized by your own is quite sad. It is imperative that the cylinder comes out of the tube undamaged. A life lived hard, ended by cancer. Not so much what they did to themselves but rather an intimate and poignant look at their end of life. Rip Robbie. Final post, link. Nurses update after death, link. The kid, literally a teenager, from WSB that didn't understand how options work, had an after-hours negative balance, 250k, that would have corrected itself on market opening for a profit, but he didn't know that, so he decided to kill himself instead. Ubisoft DreamWorks buy always in DRM. U/video games for those unaware. Explain it a bit so I don't have to go read the whole subreddit to figure it out. Is this the Defura guy? Some good stories have been mentioned, so I'll mention a recent one here. The one about that r/GTA user who a week before GTA 6 was announced, he bet that Rockstar would not announce said game and that in case they did, he would drink his own piss. Of course, he lost, recorded it and uploaded it to YouTube. That one AMA of a guy who committed medically assisted suicide. A girl became obsessed with the woman her husband cheated with because she felt that the woman was better. That would be a good premise for a movie.
Hey guys, it's Reddit Glitch. Thanks for watching to the end of the video. I just wanted to ask you guys to hit the subscribe button because according to my statistics, 98.8% of my viewers are not subscribed, which I think you should subscribe because it's free and we're going to have a lot more bangers in the future, so subscribe. Again, thanks for watching. Bye.